Alrighty, Lumberjacks. Just a quick update for you guys, because we have a very large update coming. And this is going to be the weight decrease pack, I guess you can call the update, as well as all the new toys and stuff you'll get in the mod crate. So at the time you're downloading the mod crate, this new update will also be available. So it's every machine, every map has been updated to now have the lighter weights on the machines and the lighter weights on the logs. Now, I know this has been a very controversial subject for a long time, whether, my machines were always way too heavy and everything was way too heavy, but I found a way that I could scale it all down, including the maps, the tree weights, and the machines, so that they were still functional, but also able to be incorporated with the in-game equipment and, other mods that are out there as well. So I just wanted to show you guys from the cab of this guy. We just got a little dangle head on here. So the new update has some changes to the attachments just as much as there is to the logs and the weights of the machines. So first of all, I just wanted to show you guys, it's pretty much identical to how it is now. As you can see, my machine, isn't tipping over. It still operates excellent. Now, this machine right here that I'm in currently weighs exactly the same as the in-game Scorpion. They are pretty much match for match weight, really close for weights in general. So I just wanted to show you guys, on my maps, the FDR Logging maps, I've lowered the weights to be equivalent to the ratio that they were with the heavyweight pack. So all the logs will still feel super easy to pick up. They still have a little bit of weight to them. They're exactly proportional to the way they were. They've just been downscaled for the slightly less heavy equipment. But the logs still act the same, they float the same, they hang up the same. They're exactly the same as they were in your current update. Just the machines in that have been lowered, so it should be a lot smoother when working with other toys. So again, the purpose of this update is to bring the weights down on these machines, so that the biggest complaint we have is other people's mods. Like, there's some amazing modders out there that make logging trucks, different low bed trailers, that kind of stuff. I don't do a lot of that myself because I like to focus on the machines, but to the people that do make the trucks, it's really unfair of me to keep my machines at such a heavy weight and have people want to use them, but they can't use them with other mods. So this is going to be able to bring kind of that modding third-party level together, where if you guys want to haul this big machine up on a custom low bed from another modder, a custom truck, it should be more than enough weight to match that stuff. Now, again, I want to remind you guys, I have lowered the tree weights in my version of my maps. They are a lot lower. I have done some testing on the Giants maps, and I've found that even with the weights being slightly heavier of the trees, they're still totally operable with these machines. They get a little bouncy on uneven terrain or if you're swinging around like crazy. But for the most part, I was able to load a couple trucks with the in-game logs, and I didn't have a problem. It was pretty good. I still think if you really want the best experience, you should use the FDR maps, or anybody else who decides to lower their weights to these ratios here. But yeah, for the most part, they feel really good and they run really good. The other thing I wanted to go to, so what I did, I'm keeping these trucks in-game. You can use the in-game Giants vehicles to haul my equipment around, but I still find them incredibly underpowered when going up hills or mountains, and don't even try to bring them up Axe Mountain because, oh my God, they crap out. So my versions of the in-game trucks are still more powerful. They've also been weight decreased to be able to handle the weights of the new machines and stuff. So you guys will still be able to haul fine. But if you use the FDR Logging Giants converted versions, you'll find they just can haul to all the places that some of the in-game ones can't do. Again, the in-game ones are super underpowered, in my opinion, even for hauling. Like, I can barely take the in-game Scorpion and haul it with an in-game truck if there's more than like a 20% incline. It starts to like really bog it down and then eventually just stops. These ones will not do that, so I recommend still using those. Now, the biggest problem that we've had for a long time has been solved. So this is the in-game, I think it's called the Gold something trailer. I just didn't like the blue in design, so I remade it, and I had to change some of the physics with the body to be a little bit better. But yeah, it's basically just this is my rip-off of the Giants one, and I just retextured it. I threw some like reflecting strips and stuff just to make it a little bit different. But all credits obviously goes to Giants on this model. I'm just retexturing it similar to how I did these trucks, where I added parts and pieces onto them. But both of these pieces of equipment both belong to Giants, so I'm not trying to pretend like I made them or anything. I just retextured them, and I redid the physics on the beds and stuff to make them a little bit more compatible. So again, the old low bed that we used to have that had the big metal clinkers that you had to park the machine into, that thing is gone now. And this is strictly the only low bed I currently have out, but there's a couple more getting worked on that I think will be pretty cool if we are able to get that figured out. So I'm just going to back up and hook up. So this is exactly the same as the in-game one. Back up, you're then attached to the gooseneck part. So you hit Q, it detaches it and drops it. And again, I'm sure lots of you guys have done this a million times with the in-game stuff, so you know already. So now you just have this bed you can drive onto. And I'm probably going to add an updated tutorial video as well to show off this, because I still have the old one in there, even though the same kind of rules apply. So I was gonna add locking straps onto the trailer, but I found you really just don't need them anymore because of how light the machines are. So I'm gonna pull these bad boys up, park it on here. So yeah, you can park it like that. You can also load it the other way. I found I was doing that with the Timber Pro, because I noticed the Timber Pro's got a little wider tracks. It still fits on here, but if I park sideways, it just seems easier, and then turn the cab. So yeah, you just hook it up like so. Back up to your part here and hook on. Oops. There we go. And again, like I said, all the machines are weighted exactly the same as in-game equipment, so you can haul stuff around super clean. You will not need locking straps to hold down these machines. You will not need any kind of special anything. You can whip around like crazy. I have flipped this thing. I've done all kinds of stuff and never ever had a problem. So you can just kind of haul like crazy and drag it around, and it doesn't even wiggle. It doesn't even move on there at all. It stays perfectly straight, so I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, if you guys are hauling equipment, you can do the same thing with these guys. I believe this one also extends out. Yeah, so you can actually extend it out further by holding down J there. And then you can load up 2 pieces of machinery. And I have no doubt in my mind this truck should be able to haul 2 pieces, but I'll let you guys experiment with that. So yeah, this update that's coming is pretty cool. I know a lot of people were upset with me on the concept of trying to change, the weights, because I know you guys are really popular with the heavy weights packs that I've had out. And I'm trying to tell you guys, trust me, I'm the same way. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't experience the same effect. So I've been operating with this equipment for the last 2-3-ish weeks here now, really heavily playing and testing and moving variables around. And to me, I tested it against the heavy stuff, and it feels like almost identical. There's a few little clicks that are a little bit different. Like I said, the attachments kind of have a little more wiggle in them, but they do feel more realistic picking up logs. Because normally you have a little bit of joint give. It's not all perfectly solid all the time, so it kind of feels a little bit better. But overall, it's a good experience. It's been great so far, and I really wanted to give you guys the chance to work with the other people's mods. I hate when I see a beautiful brand new Peterbilt that another modder made with a sweet low bed and just this beautiful setup, but they can't haul my machine, so they have to haul in-game equipment on it. It's like, So I'm giving you guys now the chance to haul that stuff, and I hope you guys send me some awesome pictures of you hauling on the other people's mods, because I absolutely love seeing non-in-game trucks attached to my machines, because it's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it with that. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them below. I'll try to answer as much as I can. But this update will be coming out on September 18th, and I think it's going to be a doozy. So I can't wait to get it out to you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.